Just because you have had schmecks in the past before doesn't mean that your now private parts are an open welcome mat subjected to anyone who wants to get to know you, to have full access to you. Each first intimacy is still as valuable as the first time. It's like saying, oh, someone robbed your house before? So why don't you let me rob your house? Why don't you let just anyone rob your house if you've been robbed before? And I'm saying that robbery and losing your virginity or having sex before marriage in the same, because they're both sin. Oh, it's a little bit of an exaggeration. No, it's not. The Bible says to not have sex before marriage, to not unalive people, so therefore sin is sin. Another one is like, you're an open heart surgeon, and the first time you ever did open heart surgery on someone, your patient died. So from now on, with any future patients, I just expect them to unalive. I just do it on purpose now. But why would you do that? Oh, because I did it the first time. So now I have to do it every single time. With every single patient that is interested, I just unalive them. You see how that doesn't make any sense? You can start to wait till marriage, no matter how many times you have had schmecks before marriage. No matter if you have been like Bonnie Blue, or like the men who participated with Bonnie Blue, or have even watched it, because by watching it, it's the same. Yes, God can redeem anyone, even prostitutes, OF models. Actually, this is my hot take, okay? When you are prostituting yourself, at least you are charging something that you think is your value. Whereas prostituting yourself, having sex before marriage, is prostituting yourself, but for free. Sex culture asks you to prostitute yourself for free, which is holding yourself to a lower number value than actual prostitutes. How are you going to judge a prostitute for doing the same thing that you do, except she's charging and you're doing it for free? Free service. The open heart surgeon says, no, I have to continue unaliving all my patients because we're not under the law anymore. I don't have to keep the 10 commandments. We're under grace, so I must unalive I'm going to try to save them, but I'm not really trying. I'm going to tell you I'm trying, but I know I'm going to unalive them. Because if I actually try, then I might save their life. But no, I'm not going to attempt to do that because only God can save. I'm only human. And I'm just not sinless. I'm not sinless. Only Jesus is sinless. The patient on the table woke up from anesthesia and it's like, wait a minute. But can't you let God use your hands to do a good work within you? Can't you let God use you for his will? Doesn't he want you to do good things for him and save people? That is your job. Whoa. Now you're asking me to do work. And I'm not here to do work at my job, because then you're talking about a works-based job here. And I'm only talking about a grace job. Your job on earth is to do the will of God. If you have been transformed and chosen a slave to God, you do what the master said. You sign the paper, you can't sue me, your family can't sue me. We're good. You're going to be unalived. Once a heart surgeon, always a heart surgeon. I came on earth to rest in God's grace, not to be a servant of God. So then God doesn't want you to save people as an open heart surgeon? No. He just wants you to believe in him that you can save people, but you don't have to. Alright, so you're going to let me die then and sell my organs. Yeah, because money is my master, right? You can't serve both God and money. So something about the overly grace gospel is holding them back. And I'm like, God, what is it? What is that sin that is keeping them from talking about the true gospel? Money. In Romans it says, don't you know when you offer yourselves to someone as obedient slaves, you are slaves of the one you obey. Whether you're slaves to sin, which leads to death, or slaves to obedience, which leads to righteousness. Jesus replied, truly, I tell you, everyone who sins is a slave to sin. The hyper grace gospel, what people want to hear, is what gets the most clicks. It's what makes the most money. Or maybe something else, maybe that they like living in deliberate sin. Can't stay in sin and say you love God. You either love one and hate the other. Because sin is a god. And God says you cannot serve both two masters. Watching pornography and living in lust, living in adultery. So when God calls someone who was doing adult content and saves them, say that person repented, do you think, okay, I've saved you, my child, stop watching those things, stop performing those acts, stop giving yourself away for free to what I have made you to be so precious, so valuable, you're a treasure to me. Do you think he wants you to continue doing those things? He told the woman that was caught in adultery to sin no more, that she was good, that she was saved, that she was forgiven in that moment when she needed grace, and she got it. Could you imagine if she just kept going while Jesus was right there saying, I forgive you? She's like, oh, you forgive me? Okay, let me continue then. And he was just watching her continue to do that. Do you think that would have been the correct thing to do? Do you think she would have still been saved if she would have just kept going?